Why your brain loves bad habits. Have you ever promised yourself that you would stop doing something, but somehow you found yourself doing it again? Maybe it is checking your phone every few minutes, eating unhealthy food even when you are not hungry, procrastinating on important tasks, or staying awake late at night even though you know you need sleep. You are not simply lacking discipline. The reason bad habits are so difficult to break is because your brain is designed to repeat behaviors that feel rewarding. Your brain is constantly searching for ways to save energy. Every decision requires mental effort, so the brain creates shortcuts called habits. These habits allow us to perform actions automatically without using too much conscious thought. Think about brushing your teeth. You do not need to carefully plan every movement. Your brain has already created a pathway that makes the action almost automatic. But the same system that helps us create good habits can also create bad ones. At the center of this process is a powerful chemical called dopamine. Many people think dopamine is simply the pleasure chemical, but its role is more complex. Dopamine is strongly connected to motivation, learning, and anticipation. It tells your brain, pay attention. This might be important. When you receive a reward, your brain remembers what happened before that reward. Over time, it begins to associate certain actions with positive feelings. For example, you may feel bored, pick up your phone, see an interesting video, and experience a small moment of excitement. Your brain remembers this pattern. The next time you feel bored, your brain suggests the same solution: pick up the phone. The habit becomes a loop. A habit loop usually has three parts: a trigger, a behavior, and a reward. The trigger is something that starts the habit. It could be stress, boredom, loneliness, or a specific time of day. The behavior is the action you take. The reward is the feeling your brain receives afterward. Over time, the brain becomes more interested in the expectation of the reward than the reward itself. This is why simply telling yourself, "I will never do this again," often does not work. The brain has already built a strong connection between the trigger and the behavior. Bad habits are also powerful because they provide immediate rewards. Your brain naturally prefers immediate satisfaction over future benefits. A piece of unhealthy food gives pleasure now. Exercise gives benefits later. Scrolling through social media gives instant entertainment. Learning a new skill requires effort before the reward appears. The ancient parts of our brain evolved to seek quick rewards because survival often depended on immediate decisions. But in the modern world, this same system can lead us toward behaviors that are not always helpful. The good news is that your brain can change. This ability is called neuroplasticity. Your brain is not fixed. Every time you repeat a behavior, you strengthen the connections between brain cells. But when you stop repeating that behavior and create a new pattern, those connections can weaken. Breaking a bad habit is not about fighting your brain. It is about understanding your brain. Instead of focusing only on stopping a behavior, focus on changing the habit loop. Identify the trigger. Ask yourself, when does this habit usually happen? What emotion or situation creates the urge? Then replace the behavior with a healthier action that provides a similar reward. If you reach for your phone when you feel stressed, try taking a short walk or listening to calming music instead. If you eat when you are bored, find another activity that gives you stimulation and enjoyment. Small changes repeated consistently can create powerful results. Another important strategy is to make bad habits harder and good habits easier. If you want to spend less time on your phone, keep it away from your workspace. If you want to read more, place a book where you can easily see it. Your environment influences your behavior more than you may realize. The goal is not to become a completely different person overnight. The goal is to train your brain with small actions until the new behavior becomes natural. Your brain loves habits because habits create efficiency. The challenge is teaching your brain to love habits that improve your life. Every repeated action is a message to your brain. The question is, what message are you sending today? Because your habits are not just things you do. Over time, they shape the person you become.